Welcome back. I'm Sarah DeShaw, blogger and online educator for entrepreneurs over at sarahdeshaw.com. In this video, I'm going to share the apps that will help you put together a beautifully cohesive Instagram feed. Having a cohesive aesthetic on Instagram will make your brand look polished, super pro, and give your brand a sense of credibility right away. If that's something you're trying to do and you'd like to know the apps that'll help you do it, keep on watching. So just to make sure we're all on the same page, when I say cohesive Instagram feed, what I mean is that when you look at your feed as a whole, it all seems to fit together and flow really well as represent your brand. A cohesive feed typically has a consistent color palette, style, and mood, but just keep in mind these things don't always have to be perfect for it to be cohesive. Here are a few examples of brands that do a great job creating a cohesive Instagram aesthetic. If you want to dive deeper into what it takes to create a cohesive Instagram feed, be sure to scour my YouTube channel for this video where I go in depth on how to create a cohesive Instagram feed. But for this video, we're talking about the apps that'll help you create a cohesive Instagram feed, so let's dig in. The first app you'll want to use to create a cohesive Instagram feed is Pinterest. Leave me a comment below if you've ever used Pinterest to get some inspo for your brand. I'm obviously pretty obsessed with all things visual aesthetic, so I really love Pinterest. For the purpose of this video, we're going to use the Pinterest app to help you find your brand's style. So here's how to do it. Spend an hour or so pinning everything and anything you're drawn to when it comes to your brand. Just make sure you find photos from multiple sources so you'll come up with a collage that's original to your brand and not just a replica of someone else's brand. So mix in various types of photos like landscapes, portraits, architecture, objects, and again, make sure you're collecting photos from multiple sources and not just from one brand or one artist. The more you mix and match, the more you'll come up with a unique, personalized aesthetic for your brand. When around an hour is up, take a look at your Pinterest board to remove any photos that stand out as not being cohesive with the other photos. These ones should be pretty easy to spot. This will leave you with a collage to use as your guidepost for your brand's cohesive style. Now, before you post your next photo on Instagram, compare the photo you're considering posting with the photos you pinned on your beautiful Pinterest board. And if it doesn't flow well, just skip that photo and pick a photo that does flow well with your board. The next app that you'll want to use to create a cohesive Instagram feed is one of my very favorites, which is Planoly. Planoly is an amazing app that can help you plan the look of your Instagram feed ahead of time. It's super easy to drag and drop and create a preview of what your Instagram feed would look like, and you can just rearrange your photos until you like how it looks. So I'm someone who loves to run a lean business, which meaning I like to have my expenses low so that I have a lower threshold to profit. So another thing that I love is that Planoly is free. But what I also love even more about Planoly is that it allows you to upload photos from your desktop or the mobile app, and either way it's synced, so that way if you're uploading from your phone or you're uploading from your desktop, you're covered. So a little behind the scenes trick I have is to use Planoly and Pinterest together. So what I love to do is screenshot and drop in 9 of the photos or graphics that I found on Pinterest to create a sort of hidden template of my intended Instagram grid that only I can see. So it's incredibly easy and convenient to make sure everything vibes and flows with the intended look of my Instagram feed before I post it. So just to be clear, you don't want to post photos on Instagram that you found on Pinterest. There would definitely be some sort of copyright issue with those photos. The idea here is to just have it as a reference for yourself behind the scenes to make sure you're on track with your brand's cohesive aesthetic. So what happens if you go to drop your images into Planoly and you notice an off-brand color that isn't going to work for your brand? Check out this next app, Lightroom Mobile. Lightroom Mobile is great when you want to remove an off-brand hue. If you've noticed a color that's totally off hue, here's how to remove the wrong hue. Open up your photo in the Lightroom Mobile app, tap Color, then tap Mix, click on the hue you'd like to remove, slide the saturation to the left until it removes the off-brand hue completely. So just a warning, this type of quick hue removal edit only works if it doesn't affect the other hues in your photo. But the thing is, it's really quick and you definitely want to test it out and see, because it helps me so many times. Like, it's honestly pretty rare that I would upload a photo to Instagram without doing this hue removal edit to some sort of hue in the photo. So give it a try the next time you have a hue that's throwing off the cohesiveness of your Instagram feed. The next tip I'm going to share with you isn't about one app in particular, but it's to use your favorite editing app in a consistent and cohesive way. So this could mean that you're using the same exact adjustments every time while editing, or you're using the same Instagram filter on every photo, or in Lightroom, you could use the same preset for all your photos, which is basically Lightroom's version of a filter. This is a key step to keep your brand and your feed looking cohesive, so make sure your editing style is cohesive. And on that note, I want to invite you to sign up for my free PDF download called My 4 Favorite Editing Apps, which will totally help you if you're interested in learning more about editing your photos right from your phone. So although I use Lightroom on my desktop and upload straight to Planoly from there, I'm fairly new to Lightroom Mobile, but I still wanted to share it with you today because it's such a powerful tool. But in the PDF download, I share my 4 go-to editing apps with you that I use when I am editing on my phone. So you can access the PDF at sarahDeShaw.com/editing-apps, or click the link below this video to go directly to the link. Next week, I'm posting a video sharing a sparkly and glamorous edit you can do to your videos that's super fun for the holidays, celebrations, or even every day of the darn week if your brand is on the glamorous side. And then the week after that, I'm sharing a video on how to get more engagement on Instagram. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can be first in line to get my best tips on increasing your Instagram engagement and some sparkly, glamorous editing fun. Again, you'll want to hit the notification bell so you don't miss those videos. But until then, check out one of these 2 videos I've already created. If you want to keep up with my channel, then you can tap this button to subscribe. So you tap it and then you tap the subscribe button. I create videos about on-brand content creation, mindset, marketing, and more. So I hope you will have a really great week, and I hope to see you again very, very soon. Bye.